Warning. Hashtag DDP Live is for an adult audience. Hashtag DDP Live may contain material that may be unsuitable for sensitive ears. If you are easily offended, run to your panic room now. Listener discretion is highly advised.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios, doing it up, of course, thanks to Riley's Brewing.
Thanks, Riley's.
He's the juice that keeps the machine running the correct way. Mm-hmm. I already noticed a mistake here when it comes to our with the lighting. It froze out one of our cameras.
Oh, great.
We'll fix that.
See what you did, Tony?
Thanks, Tony. Tonight, we're doing Upper Show. Obviously, you're hearing some of the voices going on here. We got Tony Martins. We've got Jeremiah Nation. The guys from Barmaggedon have come up here, so we're going to get to know them a little bit. But before we get into all of that, I do want to talk about what we got going on. You guys can now follow us, be a participate tonight as we do our show. You can hit us up, hashtag DDP Live on anything, the Twitter, the Facebook feeds, the YouTube feeds. We're watching everything, the Big Brother in the sky as we do our show. We're kind of paranoid and crazy, and we like to follow everyone that's following us. And when you do comment, I go and stalk your page and try to find everything bad about you. I just need evidence just in case. That's just how I do. So please be an active member of the show, because obviously we love you.
Keep him busy.
Let's talk about what we got going on. We do have, before I finish the segment, Anthony, you could not let me forget this.
Okay.
We have free stuff for you.
Free.
Very simple, easy. From Riley's Brew Pub. Ooh. But we'll get into that at the very end of this short segment. We do have a big show that we got lined out, but I think we need to start off with things we learned. Hit it. God damn it, Kyle.
Oh, beautiful. There we go.
Now, it's time to showcase what we have learned in the last week.
You know, just like an angry parent, you know when he's fucked up. I don't call him IP4. I go straight to his real name. Mm-hmm. That's a level right there. I need to know your middle name so we can go all the way with that. Let me kick off with things that we learned this week, and I actually learned it today. An unfortunate scenario that went down. I was at the 7-Eleven doing my daily pickup where I get some cigarettes and I get some beer and some energy drinks. And usually as I'm charging my card, I'm loading the cigarettes in my pocket because they don't give you bags anymore. So I'm trying to just stuff it all in the cargo pants. Well, my card declined. Ooh. That moment that you're like, what the fuck, man? And I looked at my bank account earlier. I even put a check in earlier. And I'm like, how is this declining? This is not possible. I ran it again. The sweat is coming down. I'm like, what's going on? The whole line of people, all these just sadder, downtrodden sons of bitches behind me looking at me in a shameful way. And I'm like, no, I have money. I had to pass. I'm sorry, I can't do this. And I walk out. And so I'm looking at my bank statement on my phone. And I'm trying to analyze everything going on. And, of course, that's when the guy comes out. He's pissed. He's coming at me. And I realized at that moment, oh, crap, I still have the cigarettes in my pocket.
They chased you out for that?
Yeah, and he had the phone in his hand, and I'm like, oh, my God, here we go. And I was like, I'm so sorry, hold on, I'm trying to call my bank and all that. And he said, okay, and he walked in. I still had the cigarettes in my pocket. Well, where this all goes, a while back I got a new bank card, one that actually has the chip, but I refused to activate that thing. My original swiper is still good until January of next year. So I thought. The bank just randomly today decided to discontinue that one, but not activate the new one. So I'm standing in the middle of nowhere with no cards able to use. I'm on the phone talking to the whole thing. They're like, yeah, we've decided to start phasing that program out. I was like, well, tell me. next time. God, I almost got attacked by 7-Eleven security because of you. Thanks a lot.
How about a heads up?
So, yeah.
Well, maybe they did give you a heads up. You just don't open your mail.
Hi, Cotty. How are you doing on the show tonight? It starts off with that. What did you learn?
I learned what it feels like to be the Michelin tires dude.
How'd you
giant
feel?
marshmallow?
There's
Yeah.
This is scary ground here. Okay.
No, I tried on bridal dresses for the first time, and it's so freaking hard to get in and out of them.
Really?
You actually need help. Like, there's another person in there with you.
So you have to have someone go up behind you, and they have to like do all the adjustments.
There's like a whole process. It's like, oh, this one goes in this way, this one goes in that way, and finally you walk out, and it's just like this big.
It's almost like a suit of armor, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's no way I can walk in that.
Chainmail.
Yeah, I know. Douche, douche, douche. You have your squire.
Corset.
You know?
I was like, am I supposed to be able to sit in this, or do I just stand and kind of?
You just kind of stand,
that.
move your feet about that much, a few
Well,
inches.
see,
Yeah.
ladies aren't supposed to dress themselves, right? You're supposed to be dressed.
I suppose
That's the point,
so.
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the tradition?
I guess.
I don't know.
I'm never gonna wear one.
Tony, somebody's got to help him dress.
Yeah, we
I don't
gotta
think-
help you.
He's like, this isn't new to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Every time I go to the store, they got to help me dress.
If it would make me less,
Gotta send somebody in the dressing room with him.
They got to draw straws on who has to help Tony change.
Who wants to be in there? No.
Send the stinky kid in with him. Maybe he'll stop shopping here.
I think if it helped me be on time, I wouldn't mind having somebody help me, just because I'm usually
To
late.
get in and out of,
Your clothes?
like, how do we help you? Do we grease you down and like a bowling ball just slide you down the aisle into the dress?
No, I mean, if it enables me to get out the door sooner, then have somebody just dress me. I just
Oh, you
stand
mean
there.
like mornings?
Yeah.
Or anything that we do in our life? Oh, this is. We don't have enough time for this topic. You have murdered me 1 minute at a time in my life. You're like murder in the 1/100,000th of a degree every single day. Every time you're just that much late. You kill me. Hey, Save My Marriage coming up. Anthony, did you learn anything this week?
Yeah, I was watching Wolf of Wall Street. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. There's a pretty infamous scene where he's blowing coke into a stripper's ass, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering
Everybody's
what
dream.
is that, right? So I did some research, and it turns out it's an actual move called boofing, and you don't have to have someone do it to you. You can do it yourself. So boofing is just the act of inserting drugs into your anus. So I guess, according to people who do that, though, they say that you get higher for longer because you absorb it through your small intestine.
They call that the G.G. Allen.
Yeah, the G.G. Allen champagne colonic.
It all sounds nice, but no Fresno stripper do I want to push my face anywhere near her ass.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
If the only way you could get high was through your ass, I'd probably be as sober as can be. I would have never done drugs.
I just imagine every stripper's ass just looks like the after effects of Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what you want in a stripper, I think.
Yeah, you want
What do you want?
a fixer-upper?
You want filth. You're just buying a thing to get you to and from work. And then
Point A to point B?
that's it. She's a point A, point B card. That's all she is.
I feel like she would always have the check engine light on, though.
I'm suspicious of clean strippers is all I'm saying. Like, there's no reason you should be anything but filthy. That's how I
So
feel.
that's your standard.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, he knows what he wants.
It's like the girl who puts perfume down her pants. It's like, I'm suspicious. That's not right. I don't want to smell perfume. I know if I smell perfume, I should probably turn around at some point because that's dangerous territory. I don't trust a woman who's got to hide what's going on.
The filth is a badge of honor.
Not that, but there's a there's a smell.
I'm curious to know actually what it can do. Like, I got to go to Long John Silver's. I got to get the breaded fish and then put some tartar sauce on it and then take some cologne and spray it and see what that smell is. Does it mask it, or is it
no,
just
but
like?
see, wouldn't you just rather eat the fish stick and wouldn't you rather just eat the fish stick and
Not
the
if
tartar
she's
sauce?
not
and
if she's
add
bringing
the
her own
cologne?
tartar sauce.
What?
I'll never look at Long
already
John
lost
sober
that.
and say,
Wow. All right, you did it.
Yay! I had a moment. Did you guys learn anything this week? Any one of you? Go.
Actually, today I learned that sometimes when you're on the road, me and Jeremiah, we travel a lot. Sometimes it's best to let your friend DJ. Because, I always usually like to control the music, but sometimes you let your friend do the music. You go from Back to the Hotel to Simon and Garfunkel to Modest Mouse. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's like a variety.
Hardcore gangster rap, straight to Simon and Garfunkel. I felt like listening to some Mrs. Robinson. So.
Yeah. No, and I totally was not in the mood, but I was after.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Weed's a wonderful thing, man, and it makes you bounce from idea to idea. You
And
gave
song
me
to song. Yeah, apparently.
Of course,
yeah.
I mean, I'm an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes I get hard, and sometimes I get really soft right afterward. Well,
Yeah, you want to think that one through a little bit more.
I should.
So that's what I learned. Let the guy DJ.
All right. Anything from you, Jeremiah?
Well, I learned two things. One, I learned just right now that apparently, if a white guy makes a mistake with cigarettes, it's a simple misunderstanding.
Oh, God.
But if a black guy does it, he gets choked to death in the street. Just a simple misunderstanding in purchasing and selling of cigarettes.
It doesn't even have to be cigarettes. It could be Skittles.
There was, I'll admit,
Skittles.
there was a little part of me that was kind of hoping some police brutality would happen,
Yeah.
just so I could say, see, it happens to me too.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
They thanked you for being honest and paying, and everything was fine.
Thank you, white privilege, man.
Things would have been better if
Go
you
amongst
had
your way now,
not-underhaired.
white man.
Come back whenever. You can pay for it. Just, we
He
got
let
you.
me stand out there with the cigarette still. It was weird.
Did he know you?
I go there frequently, so
So he knows you.
Yeah,
I
come on,
guess.
look at this guy.
Oh.
So what?
That-
What you helped me understand is just Chris was just flaunting around his white privilege, right?
Yeah.
That's what
just
he
go-
was just throwing it
Spreading
out
it around.
there.
I feel like
spreading
it was
evil.
intentional. He's testing the waters. He's like, let me see what I can get away with.
Hippie Le Pew and his white privilege.
Let me see what I can do
I,
right now.
I watch CNN. Let's see what I can do.
Let's see what I can do that black people can't.
Oh my God! Internet comment: Al Jimenez, you've ruined tartar sauce for everybody, Dowdy. Good job.
I don't know. I want some tartar sauce. That's all.
Hashtag tartar.
I was a fan once.
Well, I have some. We can get some during the break. Actually, because we have such a packed show, let's go ahead real quick and get to know. We do have the two gentlemen here. You are the main guys at Barmaggedon?
No.
Okay, give us the quick on the Barmaggedon.
I run the comedy side of Barmaggedon. So Barmaggedon started as an open mic that I was doing at the previous bar. It was called Halfies. And it was kind of just like a hole-in-the-wall bar with a stage, a fun little spot for bands to play. And then the owner came up to me about a year into doing my open mic there, a thing I started called Hilarious. And about a year into that, he came up to me and said he was closing. So me and three of my best friends all got together and said, what can we do to this place? There's potential. It's in a basement. It's 5,000 square feet.
You can both a lot of strippers.
What can we get away with in here?
A lot of things happen there.
So we pulled our money together, and it was a measly amount. I mean, I won't go into details, but it was, we did
affordable.
everything we could on a very minimal amount of money. And at the end of it, when we opened the place, we had created this little gamer heaven, this little venue with a stage and a sound system. And it's like every generation of home gaming. So we have like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, 64, everything. Hundreds of games. People come in and play, have tournaments. And then we do the comedy shows and we do live music down there and have a pretty impressive sound system. So it's just like basically like everything I wanted my high school bedroom to be.
But with
women.
Barmaggedon, 126 East Kern, Tulare, California.
And
But with chicks this time,
yeah, so it's not like your bedroom. It's
No.
a step up.
And I have to let them leave.
True story.
Put him on the creepy list.
Right. So my partners in crime are Matt Samke, Mike Adams is a musician. Matt Stahl is another musician, genius, or sound
guy.
engineer.
Better
he
call
built
Stahl.
everything. He wired everything in that place by hand. Built the stage, built the sound booth. We always say better call Stahl. Yeah, Matt Stahl. That guy's a genius. And then Kemi Cypresser, Blake Smith, and Elena Macbeth. We all just came together as like a group of best friends and started this awesome rocket ship, I call.
That's 126 East Kern, Barmaggedon, Tulare, California.
All right, calm down, Rocket Man.
Rocket.
That's timely, right? Yeah?
Good job.
For you guys watching out there, please help share, push this show, because we're going to keep the funds going tonight. We're going to be doing the clam bake. We're going back to the well with Trigger Me This later on. And for more hilarious laughs, we're going to talk about racism today.
Hey.
All right.
I'm always up for a laugh.
There's been, I don't know if anybody's noticed on Facebook, but people have been mad recently about racism and Antifa, and so we're just gonna like dip our toes into this water and have some fun with this.
You're dipping your toes?
Well, if from the outside in, so my toes are coming out of the water. I'm looking like a pretty princess. Yeah, I'm totally
He's doing
in.
a handstand at the bottom.
Look, it'll be an open topic. We're going to discuss some things in here. And you guys can call in 492-0450. You can hit us up on the chat rooms. You can even tweet us, hashtag DDP Live with your thoughts. Anything, we'll give it up. And before we take our break here, let me give you the quick what you need to know. You want free food? Riley's Brew Pub has still got the offer open. You send your information to either me, myself, Dan Riley, or Riley's Brew Pub. Your name, your address. It's not going on a mailing list. It's just going to be some the info we need to mail you a coupon for a free burger at Riley's Brew Pub. And now, if you've been listening the last few weeks while I've been doing this, it would have worked out perfectly because tomorrow you got to go to Riley's Brew Pub at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, you get to pick up a free pair of tickets to see New Politics this Saturday for the New Rock Soundhouse. So, just go to Riley's Brew Pub. They got the beer. They got the food. It's an awesome environment. And let me tell you, try the Super Burrito because, goddamn, it fed me and Cotty. And Cotty a second time. It was a good deal. $10 done. That's anything that I'll take. We're going to take a break. Quickie. We'll come right back with the clam bake brought to you by Anthony this week. And it'll be a little fun to start this off. We have some tricks.
Yeah,
tricks.
we got a little something.
All
We got
right.
a little something.
Here it is, hashtag DDP Live. We'll be right back. You're listening to the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. It is the hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios, brought to you, of course, by Riley's Brewing.
Oh,
And a little bit of communism, and that's coming.
Yeah.
We got the mood lighting going for tonight for this segment specifically because I know what we got coming in the news. And Anthony, I guess I got to start off with you.
yeah.
Did we set the mood? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and start.
Let's start the mood. So, last week, I like to start off with recognizing, extraordinary people and stuff like that. Last week we had an entrepreneur. He's pretty. We talked about him a little bit in his, waiting in line business. But now we're coming to a guy named Michael Isaacson.
Put the picture up.
Put the picture up.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Take
just
that in.
power through. Power through. Do this.
All
do
right.
this.
Michael Isaacson, well, he's a man of many talents. By day he teaches at the John Jay College. It's as a certified, New York City Police Academy. He trains all the new hires and stuff like that. And by night he is one of the founders of Smash Racism DC, which is a self-styled anti-fascist or Antifa organization in Washington DC. Now, the reason why I'm talking about he's so interesting is because he recently did a tweet. And this tweet was pretty controversial. As you said, he trains police officers and things like that, right? So in his tweet, he says, all newly hired and active members of the New York Police Department, it's hard to see them, but I think it's a privilege to teach the future dead cops.
Oh, and again, let the music soak it in. This is where Russia wins, man. I'm just saying.
Well, statistically, he is teaching a few future dead cops.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting
statistically, he's right.
No,
I mean, some of them are gonna not make it. I'm just saying with cancer. I mean, I don't know. I don't just, whatever.
You're being optimistic, but this guy.
Maybe he's just,
he defends violence as a legitimate tool to be used against, for example, public demonstration organizations. He's the guy that's, the first step is to not give these people a platform to even, give free speech.
Absolutely. Shut him down.
Yeah. So, speaking of shutting down, he actually got put on administrative leave because of that tweet.
He's being censored?
Yeah. He's being censored.
No.
He's not being censored. He's just not being paid.
He's office spacing it right now.
He's not being censored. He's still talking.
And this is where the hypocrisy comes in. Now he's claiming that the university is trying to censor him and his free speech, saying that they're taking him off this administrative leave is purely taking a side in this conflict and, basically pushing him out.
Well, you just said the key word, though. He said. He said. He's still saying. He's still talking, so he's still got his freedom. So shut the fuck up, or.
Yeah, it's just
crying.
It's just ridiculous, man.
So at the end of the day, you have an Antifa being smarmy. What's the story here?
They just don't get it. He doesn't even get all the levels of the irony and hypocrisy and everything that he's doing. He's a moron.
Yeah.
And it takes a moron to teach cops. That's all I'm saying. It's.
I got to admit, through this first story, I just didn't care about what any of you were saying. I'm all Antifa. And an anthem like this, how can you not be?
It's great, isn't it? Communism,
we have
awesome.
Say, can you see? And they've got something that's just like, I want to fight and die for Russia right now. How do you not listen to it?
It sounds like I'm walking out of a movie theater.
It sounds like a backing track to Muse. I'm totally in on this.
It sounds like I want to go home now.
And the red lights. I mean, the power. Okay. All right.
Oh, man. Well, the lights are back on, but Antifa's still here.
What?
It's in our hearts.
So actually there was a professor recently. He put out a book called The Antifa, How to Be Antifa, basically. And what it comes down to, it's a history of not only from, as you can see, there's the book title right there, The Anti-Fascist Handbook. It's a history of when they first started, when they actually were against fascists, up to the point to, where it is now. And it's saying that what the main purpose of the book is saying is that it's a response from the alt-right. It's that pushback that, i.e. Donald Trump getting into, presidency. So, he says that he's spoken to other anti-fascists in other countries. And they're pretty freaked out about the notions of guns being involved in this, right? Now, he's not trying to say, what to do to people. He's not saying to go over them with a bike lock, right?
But you should.
Yeah.
You're not bad if you do.
Yeah.
First thing to do is buy a bike lock.
Right.
Murder somebody.
Yeah.
At least
for protesting. That's really
just murk them, man.
Really what we want to live in that society.
No, it's actually why I lost my last job. I didn't like what my boss was saying. It didn't work with me. He was saying, I don't like when you don't show up to work. And I said, bike lock this motherfucker. Right. I don't agree with you.
Problem solved.
Yeah, come on.
You still have a job? So you still have a job then?
No, I didn't. Not really. The job was gone.
That didn't work out.
But
Jobs come and go.
There was no charges pressed, so I was good.
No.
Yeah. It's okay because I applied with a fake name, so it's okay.
Is that because you're white?
My privilege allows me.
Is that privilege?
No, it's fine. I was white.
He's not lying on
They
this.
just had me box my stuff up and leave. I was white. I was asked.
I found that these people who want to be communists so much, they love to expound the virtues of communism, and yet they hate waiting in line at Starbucks. it completely boggles my mind.
I love. Here's the thing. I love that 90% of these guys are 130 pounds. And you're in nowhere in a communist society are you on top of anything or coming out on top. You're in bread lines, dude. You're not fucking winning in communism.
He's chopping the wheat.
The anarchists, in anarchy, I fucking rape you, dude. You know what I mean? I'm bigger than you and stronger. and there's no cops to stop me from raping you right here. And then that's how you lose. Like, get the fuck out of here. You want cops, dude.
Yeah.
You know, because there's idiots like me running the streets looking to rape 130-pound guys, and the only reason I don't is because there's cops.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Yeah, that's the thing holding you back, huh? By the way, your bar is underground, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is,
Okay,
and
cool,
it's very,
cool.
very hard to climb out of.
Okay. Climb out of that.
Many fingernails lost on the walls of Barmaggedon.
By the way, if you want to comment,
They do. They
By the way-
claw their way out.
Blake Smith says hi, Tony, boo, Jeremiah.
No, Blake. That's our mentally retarded partner.
And Michael Levique said, same here. I'm assuming that had to do with the raping little 130-pound kids. Let's go
Man,
to the next
not
story.
kids, man. What kind of 130-pound kid are you talking about? That's a giant
This
child.
is modern America.
I've seen
If
it.
there's a 130-pound kid, he's a man.
I think I was at 130 pounds at 9.
Tony, you shit 130 pounds this afternoon. We're not talking about anomalies like
So
you.
the guy's right on whatever Facebook. He's right.
If you want to call in on anything, 492-0450. Next one, Anthony.
Oh, man, you know.
Power through, man.
Okay, going through. So, Scrubs. Pretty big show, right? You know, everyone loves Scrubs, right? You know.
Yeah.
In 1998.
Right.
I love Scrub reruns when I'm hungover, laying on the couch watching Comedy Central. Yeah, Scrubs
Exactly,
reruns.
right? Well, Zach Braff, the main character, JD, has been recently getting tweets at him. Apparently, he in the Ukraine is one of the main spokesmen for not Vicodin.
Oh, let me read what it's saying. It says.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the translation straight across the board.
But anyway, he's promoting erection pills.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that
Is he being sold as a real doctor?
he's being sold as a real doctor.
That's how fucking stupid they are.
He just
I
got
mean, really.
a tweet. He just got a picture. What would you do if you got a picture and you're just being, I guess I'm the spokesman in Ukraine for a bunch of boner pills?
Hey, take my hard pills. I'm Zach.
But is this does he know that's going on
It's-
with
it-
his consent?
This is not happening with his consent. He
Right.
found
This
out-
is
They literally just stole him.
this is ad
Oh,
rape.
I thought he was in on the gig.
Oh, he's not. He just got a tweet, and he
Well-
was of his likeness being used in the Ukraine.
They probably didn't even know he was on a TV show.
No publicity is bad publicity, I guess, right? Get out there, man. I mean, when was the last time? When was the last kiss? That was like 10 years ago. What has Zach Braff done? Like, this is the best thing to happen to his career, I
this
gotta
is a
imagine.
great thing for him.
Are we really going to try to decide like the timeline of Zach Braff on this show?
What happened after
Yeah, you're right.
Garden State?
What?
Was that what it was called?
What?
Garden State?
Garden
Oh, I
State?
cried and had sex with my girlfriend. That's what happened after Garden State.
Okay.
That didn't happen for me when I watched.
She left me after that.
Well, after doing this story, I kind of looked into what other celebrities have, had their likeness stolen from them. And, one of my favorites is in India, they actually mistaken Morgan Freeman for...
Oh, sorry, my bad. That was
there
IP4's
goes all
bad.
There goes all my comedic timing.
Boom. Timing.
Okay, I'll let him run it. My bad. That was my bad.
Rewind.
I know. Anyway,
IP4. Come on.
It's God.
they mistaken him for Nelson Mandela there.
Wait, he's not.
It's covering up the banner, but on the bottom left there, it's Gandhi. In the middle, it's Mother Teresa, and on the right, it's Martin Luther King. So
And then Morgan Freeman.
and then Morgan Freeman.
Get busy living or get busy dying. Am I right?
One of my other favorites is actually Britney Spears was advertising for a local fast food joint, and if that can come up. There we go.
It looks like something's coming up. Dude, that hot dog is perfectly placed.
That's
What is she? Okay, look at her. It's her face. If that's her hands, I know why Kevin Federline bailed.
Right.
That's man hands going on.
sausage fingers.
Oh.
if I've ever
By
seen
the
them.
way, that's clearly like a 15-year-old picture.
Yeah. No,
That
wait,
is
her-
not current Britney Spears.
You mean like her at 15 or just 15 old?
That was right before she shaved her head.
Dude, why would you want current Britney Spears? You want the 15-year-old.
I want current Britney Spears. You obviously didn't get anything from what I said about strippers earlier.
All right. You're right.
I want current Britney Spears. I want broken in, begging for another 15 seconds Britney Spears, like backroom casting couch Britney Spears. That's what I want.
I got a stage. I got a basement
exactly.
Okay, guys, her own Vegas show.
For our audio listeners, we got a picture of Britney with apparently Manhan holding, it looks like a KFC container of popcorn shrimp or something.
I guess.
And then
We're
there's a
not sponsored.
hamburger to the side, another container of, it looks like a KFC famous bowl shoved inside of a fry container, or it's a breakfast burrito. It could be one of each other. And then there's, of course, the hot dog lined vertically up, perfect. Like if you were on that Photoshop and just slid it up, and I'm sure that guy, you can imagine, he was just like, yeah, Brittany,
Get it closer to her mouth.
yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
There it is.
You're tasting my hot dog.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that you can tell that's how that got put together, right?
I totally.
Some
right.
guy walked into a room and was like, "What the fuck? I told
You're
you
a
closer
genius,
to her
Dowdy."
mouth.
I
I want it touching the bottom lip."
I just identify with a pervert, okay? I'm not actually one.
Right, we get it.
Yeah, you just have the mindset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's an
sure
act.
how.
I do want to
better.
offer something. Let me see. Oh, can we get it? Can we get it? I'm looking for it. I want to offer or put myself up on blast. Like, if anybody wants to use my image, absolutely, I'm in on this. Just please take this image. It's posted up on my Facebook, and use me for whatever product you want. We can do a Photoshop off. Just use the full and the full
guy.
picture has.
What were you protecting yourself from at that moment?
This is the guy that cleans up the cum room after they're done with the strip club. Look at there he is. There's a squeegee. No, that's
Squeegee
like a
boy.
squeegee.
You get that room clean, son.
He's like, I'll do my best job, boss. Clean the cum room.
Comes off better
Can I
with
do my
cold
radio
water.
show first? No, clean the cum room. Then do your radio show.
Please use it. I want to not get paid to have my image out. I'll take Brittany's hot dog. Whatever.
You'll take Brittany's hot dog.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hashtag Brittany's hot dog.
Well, let's. I'll take Brittany's juice.
That's a veteran camera guy in a porn set. You know, he's I'm getting splashed on again.
He's had experience. I know. There's a reason for every article of clothing that he has.
There's
on.
a lesson learned in everything that he's wearing. You know, like you don't create a rule unless somebody's like, why would they have that stupid rule? Because somebody did it. You know, like every article of clothing is a story.
All right, hit the
man.
next story.
Oh man, this next story. I know our main topic is a lot of racism, a lot of anti.
No,
No, we're not.
It's unicorns and blackness.
Right.
Unicorns and blackness.
They
well,
can be good things.
And victimhood.
There's Scotty.
well, even Facebook isn't exempt
Why,
from.
Don't pay attention to that score.
Okay. Well, even Facebook isn't exempt from that little racism, finger pointing. According to a website called ProRepublica, they recently did an advertisement for some of their stories where one of the tags that you can select for your advertisement is Jew hater.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And in a statement, of course, from Facebook, they claim that it's all an algorithm. It's all basically what happens is that it, goes to your Facebook profile.
Stand by. So racism is an algorithm. Hashtag it.
Yes.
It's an algorithm that goes across to your Facebook. It looks what you've liked at, what you've shared, what you blah blah blah, and puts tags according to whatever your likes are, and then it takes those tags and sends them to advertisement agencies. So Facebook is claiming that this is totally, like you said, totally an algorithm. They've since pulled those tags, but it can completely come up. And according to when the tag was up, there was like 4,000 people in the group already.
Isn't
That's
this
because it's real. Racism has always been real. It's always real.
But
It's
isn't this helpful? because something like that, it's like we just painted 4,000 targets.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
People are dumb enough to put themselves out there.
Right, like start a pedophilia group. And
Oh,
then they all
totally,
come
yeah,
out,
I'm
and then there
liking
you
it
go.
right now.
There they are, right there.
I just at this point, I can't believe that we're so surprised that this country is primarily made up of idiots. You know, like there's chicken fries. You know,
Okay.
like we're drinking yogurt out of a fucking
A tube.
plastic tube. Like,
Yeah,
get the
or-
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm looking forward to
we're
that
a
when I'm
nation
80.
of fucking morons. Of course.
Why?
They're racist.
Because I want macaroni and cheese.
They're
inside
racist
of my
because the
cheese
only
puff.
black guy they ever saw stepped on their toe, and then like fucking black people step on toes, and they're shitty.
I don't know what just happened, but yeah.
Trigger warning in effect.
I'm totally triggered.
Nobody ever interacts with anyone. Nobody knows anyone anymore.
No, it's you're just behind that screen.
There was
You
no
know?
racism in the 90s. It was almost gone. Like, everything was cool. No, like, In Living Color was cool. Everything was cool, man. Vanilla Ice wanted to be
Living
black.
Color.
You know what I mean? Everything was black. What was that?
Different strokes?
No,
Wow.
Different world. The
there
spin-off
you go.
from Cosby and like all
I
that
had
shit.
an African necklace.
Everything was cool, man. Like crisscross. I wore the backwards pants with the pockets on the front and shit. Like,
Oh, wow.
everyone wanted to be black in the 90s, and then
you jump.
something happened, and people disconnected from each other again.
What makes me sad, real quick, Anthony can look back there. I have 2 crisscross CDs.
Do you?
Just
Fuck
lying
yeah,
down.
you do, man.
The second album wasn't that bad. The second album was not bad.
Second album. Yeah.
It was not bad.
It had to be so much worse.
All right, hit me.
Oh, man. You know,
Make a smooth transition here.
okay.
I grade that on a 4.
You know, I'm sure we have some friends of the show out there, you know, listening into this particular one because, you know, I brought this news story for a particular person. A North Carolina mom invents a spray that she says will guarantee attract Bigfoot within a mile and a half. Right there.
Look at her.
Sold for $7 a bottle.
Oh, desperate.
Allie Megan Webb, and you know, is selling this. You know, she also runs a Happy Body daycare out of her house. Right. She created this sitting at her kitchen table. According to field tests done by Bigfoot group Bigfoot 911,
Right.
they've concluded that the Bigfoot sightings were reported, and it happened to be the first week of August in the woods in McDowell County, which is a county in North Carolina.
We have an expert on this.
We have so that is that person calling in, or
Well, part of Longbox, we do have this fucking nut job, Jeffy Potato, who does this stuff on occasion.
He's famous.
Let me go ahead, keep going with your story. Let me dial him up.
Yeah, give him a call. I'm sure he has something to say about this, but
I'm pretty sure that lady when she was talking about Bigfoot, I think she was just really talking about a man.
No, yeah, I was gonna say this feels like a ploy.
Yeah.
This feels like a very, very like contrived ploy to explain to her son who his father is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
no, I swear I had this stuff. I sprayed it on.
Dude, she has a home daycare center. She doesn't get out. She's just talking about a man.
What was it called? Happy.
it's called. Let
Happy
me bring it back
Body
up. I
what?
just had it. It's Happy Body Care.
That kind of sounds like
For kids.
a dirty place.
Yeah.
Happy body.
But she had the.
By the way, what body is happy being hunted down by Bigfoot? Like, get the fuck out of here. Happy body is terrified, frightening body.
You know, she has a game plan to hold this. To attract Bigfoot, you're gonna need a smell that's something woodsy enough to keep you from woodsy enough, but to keep him intrigued, curious, to have him come by. So I'm a little curious. She doesn't divulge what that curious scent is, but I'm a little. I don't know.
we
Maybe
have
it's
him
that
on.
tartar sauce.
We hit him up on our VPN line that we have here.
Uh-huh.
He has been watching.
Oh.
Jeffy, or you go ahead. Yeah, Anthony, it's your story. Do the interview.
Well, welcome to the show, Jeffy. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Well, Jeffy, the reason why we have you here is because I have a news story on about Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's pretty important, and I'm glad that you're finally putting recognition to it. So go ahead with your questions.
So, what would be some of the main ingredients to attract a Bigfoot?
Well, sometimes what you got to do is find certain areas in the woods where you know that the Bigfoot's mate. There's a lot of dried semen that you want to drag. And it's best when it mixes with the amber coming off of the dead trees.
Oh, okay.
Now, you know them by the government marking them with the red stripe. Some people say it's to cut them down, but they're just trying to get rid of the evidence. By the way, you can follow me, Jeffy Potato. I'm on Facebook, and I have a show called Para-Retardal Activity. Go ahead.
Para-retardal.
This guy's great.
This guy's great, right?
Oh,
man. So I guess my final question for you, Jeffy, is let's say this girl's alone in the woods, and she
I would have her completely.
this is my kind of guy.
Jeffy rocks.
I'm going to take Jeffy on the road with me.
Well, Jeffy, I think that answers everything, and I want to thank you for coming on to the show and being a part of this.
I just want to promote my products real quick. Jeffy Potato's anti-Bigfoot protection creams. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just saw it, so I've been screaming a lot. It reminds me sometimes of my uncle who liked to dress up as a clown and teach me bad things late at night. But that's a different story for another show. Here's a cream that I have, because I know Bigfoot, it sounds like a lot of fun to find him, but he's really scary. So sometimes you want to put the cream on, and it'll keep him far away from you. What you got to do is get the excrement of little puppies and just rub it on your face. Now, that's not black face.
No.
Okay, that's poo face. It's more brown in texture. That's what you need to know. Now, I sell in good bottles. It's just 4 ounces, and it's $19.99. Just go find me, Jeffy Potato, on the Facebook. Thanks for calling, guys.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeffy.
See you, Jeffy.
This guy.
I can't believe I have that retard part of my show, man.
Oh, he's awesome.
No, you should have him host your show.
I don't get the paranormals.
It's blackface. It's brown face.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like he wanted to say Mexican face, but we were all thinking it.
I wasn't.
That's just an algorithm.
That's just sorry, that was just the algorithm talking.
Just an algorithm.
Oh my God, we already have. Start your next story. I have an image already put up from one of our listeners, Mad Samsky.
Mad Samke, my
Okay.
partner in
Oh,
crime.
Okay. Nice.
Mad Samke.
He's jumped on it.
Oh, he is too.
Go ahead. You got to hit the. God damn it, IP4.
IP4.
I'm gonna
Dude,
send
you better
to
not
Jeffy's
disappoint
show.
me.
You're totally off the
man.
next Star Wars movie.
Samke, you better not disappoint
Okay, here it
me.
is. First submission.
You've asked for it.
Oh, I love this guy. This is gonna get worse.
Oh, thank you, Internet.
Oh, you on it, Mike?
Oh, dude, you get 1 million internet points. It's you.
I'm gonna give you a
God.
Bitcoin.
Oh, I love this guy.
Okay.
Oh man, keep
Next
them
story.
coming, guys.
Do you
Yeah.
see the people we run with at Barmaggedon? I mean,
I
it's awesome.
like your folk.
Opportunities and connections, Samke.
I'm sending Jeffy down there.
Yes.
He's gonna
Anytime.
find something.
Now, I know this holds a place in Chris and Cotty's special place in their heart, but unfortunately, it turns
Sadness?
out that oysters can get herpes too, and it's killing them.
Yeah, I knew that.
I almost feel like we should get Jeffy back right there. No. What?
Yeah, you guys didn't know you can give herpes to oysters? I've been doing that for years.
I should have been using that excuse.
I've been infecting oysters with herpes to piss off all the rich people on the Central Coast.
Well, it is Pacific oysters. You're right about that one. So what's been going on is that these oysters.
Oh, if you say they're black oysters, dude, you were off the show.
I don't. It just says Pacific oysters. So
Okay.
They're not
Okay.
Not specific, but Pacific.
Yeah, Pacific.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, was I saying it?
Pacific,
Sorry,
not Pacific.
Yeah, I got that Jeffy
You're getting
Potato. I was
racist
channeling
with
it.
oysters.
Yeah. But they're Pacific oysters, and it turns out there's a certain strain of herpes that has been like infesting all these clusters of oysters, actually killing off like millions of them. So I say go for oysters right now. If you're a big oyster fan, you got to go for it right now because herpes is killing the oysters.
What kind of herpes is it? Does it
It's
say?
the nation strain.
I thought herpes was killing MTV, but sure. now it's going to seafood.
Killed my chances for happiness.
Why don't I
I've
eat that
never
shit?
tried oysters.
Or herpes.
Yet.
You've never ate oysters?
What?
You've never eaten oysters?
No.
Neither have I.
I'm guessing she's not jumping on that now.
It's gonna get a cold sore right after you eat some oysters, right?
Yeah, can you drug test your meal? I mean, STD test,
STD
whatever.
test
Well, no, we know there's mercury,
Well, the FDA.
there's cocaine in them. Like, there's every.
It's a gamble. You're running a gamble, dude. Just take it.
I
Don't let it touch your lips. Just fall it to the back of the throat. And, that's just one thing you got to deal with, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this week in Getting Paid.
Best give me my money.
Yep.
We got it this time. 3 female employees of Google are suing them over gender pay discrimination.
Cha-ching, homie.
Don't get me on this subject.
Go ahead. Power through.
That's great. So what's been going on is that they're saying that it's systematic. They're systematically paying women less than men, promoting them more slowly, and denying them opportunities.
That's great.
Right? One even claiming that she had a few years experience. She got hired on an entry-level position. An engineer who came in with similar experience got hired as a senior position. So they're using that to cite an example. They're saying while Google has been an industry-leading tech innovator, its treatment of female employees has not entered the 21st century.
Because they don't get a big enough beanbag chair to sit in the office, or not enough selection of the craft beers in the break room. You work in Silicon Valley.
Can you Google these statistics?
Can you Google the Google statistics?
Yeah, I bet they have that.
Of discrimination.
Here's the
in
thing.
Google.
Okay, good. Let's say good, because women complain about equality amongst pay and equality amongst jobs and everything, but they won't let us give that to them. You know what I mean? Until you let us give that to you, the reason that you get paid less is because you get fucking alimony still. You know what I mean? Like, you still get child. I don't know. It's a red flag area. Sorry, guys, but
10 yards back.
if you want to make
First
it equal,
down.
make it equal across the board. You don't get to take my couch after you screw my best friend. You know what I mean? Like,
That's specific.
I got some shit.
Where do I start?
So it feels like, just from an outsider, maybe you've had some issues.
No, I just love that futon so much.
It means you're a slut.
Because you're a slut. Is that what that's?
Yeah, and it was absolutely correct.
You are.
Oh, God.
Now, I think this is the most important part of the story.
I feel like everything we're going to try to do in the serious segment is just ruined now. But I'm
No, we'll
still
be fine.
in. I'm still
Yeah,
in.
we're still gonna
Take
try
me
it, but-
seriously.
They're seeking the wages that they're owed. They're saying by their superior males, and or male superiors. I shouldn't say one way.
You were right.
Oh, God.
You were entirely right. Superior males. Sorry, I didn't mean to excite you.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh
She's a
my
woman.
god.
The interest and interest of
Sorry,
the
I
wages
forgot
that-
she was here.
I'm surprised you apologize.
He does have a heart, apparently.
Just kidding.
All right, and I come to the final story, and
oh, wait. So they're getting paid?
they're in the process of getting paid, but right now their evidence is just stacked up. Even the labor department has concluded that there's inequality at Google right now.
But they're going to pay him, right?
They're gonna.
So then it's not even a story.
Oh, perfect.
Someone about to get paid.
By the way, that's my 7-year-old son. I pimp him out for voice work.
That's great.
It's the family business.
I've already ruined him. Hit it up.
Now I come to my final story. I think this man, he's had a rocky beginning. He's been a little bit here and there. Ted Cruz, one of my now most favorite people on the internet. I'm sure you guys have all seen. Recently liked a pornographic video.
Yes.
Titled
Yeah.
"Dicks for Two."
What?
That's the name of the pornographic video.
Ted Cruz is weird, man. I knew that.
I'm loving this though because it started off small. This story happened last week. I didn't say anything because I wanted to let it build, and I'm happy I did because now Corey Price, which is the vice president of Pornhub, just released that video that Ted Cruz liked for free. It was behind a premium wall. It is now for free, and the title of it is Ted Cruz Did Nothing Wrong. That's the name of the video on the Pornhub site. And
I'm going to check it out.
It's the fastest porn video ever on Pornhub to reach 1 million views.
Wow, how many?
What's it called again?
Wait.
Ted Cruz did nothing.
Ted Cruz did nothing wrong.
Here, let me type.
completely
No, you know,
agree.
I'm going to disagree on typing this one up.
You're going to disagree.
I'm not putting Pornhub on my network.
It's on mine.
Publicly.
Which one do you want? I got a bunch of them bookmarked.
Yeah, what do you want?
I got a bunch of them bookmarked.
You should
What
see
do
the
you
games
want?
we play. What did we watch last?
I recently watched Netflix, right?
I'm a man of Jesus. I don't do that, and I respect my bride to be. I would
Dude,
never.
Ted Cruz said that.
Oh,
Ted Cruz is a man of Jesus.
I was just reading the quote. Sorry, my bad.
Well, he's claiming it's a staffing issue,
Yeah.
and he's taking appropriate steps.
someone else did it.
It was, yeah, because
And started off at a full staff, and then after the issue went down, went half staff, and finally, at the end of the day, there was no staff going. Yeah.
So
What? That was good.
So Ted Cruz is saying he got hacked or what?
he's not saying he got hacked.
No.
He's saying that one of his staff members accidentally liked a pornographic video,
And we all know the
Yeah.
truth. And I just
And we
haven't
all
taken
know
the time to watch it yet. So I'll gauge my judgment on
Honest man, right?
after
How do
I
you-
watch the video.
How do you accidentally like a Pornhub video? Like, is it just popping
don't.
up on your Facebook?
Now, and here
Or-
it is.
You don't
someone
ever.
who is honest. She doesn't watch porn. Because how do you accidentally like? And everybody guys like,
it's
well,
impossible.
yeah, in the orgasmic state, a lot of buttons get hit.
I don't clench up like that. I've watched millions of hours
Never-
of porn.
never-
and I've
Really?
never liked it.
You never accidentally liked anything.
No, I don't leave a trail.
I got.
But okay, so then if
I was
you're
married for long. I never leave trails.
If you're liking the video, that means you're on the website.
Well, no, it was on Twitter, and they posted like a promotional video to like promote the video that just came out. He liked it.
Oh, okay.
Coming up
Okay.
under his likes
He liked
on
the
his
Twitter.
but it was already on his Twitter
But
feed.
it was already on his Twitter.
Come
All right.
on, dude.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We are going to go to a break. Get a chance everybody to pee, get another beer, do all that fun stuff. Before we go, Sam posted another one. We have the the photo
yes,
for
he
you.
did.
Don't let him out, dude. He won't
Let's
stop.
see it.
Look at him. Oh, Jeffrey at the Scientology.
Keep
I love
them
you.
coming.
Mike, you the man, bud.
Keep him
Hey,
going.
opportunities and connections
Keep 'em
right there.
coming, man.
He
Make
was
it
the
happen.
author of most of my
Make it
most of my
happen.
memes.
He's gonna. Add me again because I think we used to be friends one day, and then I said something or
Or
something.
he said something.
or
most likely.
something. I don't know. It's Facebook. It's a lot of awkward family reunions all at once. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna dial it back a little bit. As far as we've been laughing, talking about jacking off to snail porn and herpes on oysters. We're gonna talk about racism. Serious. We're bringing it down. Racism. What's been going on lately? Why is it amping? And in my mind, it's been amping. But I'll explain why I think that and all the other stuff to go along with it. Thank you for listening tonight. Stick around. Go get your refill. Be right back. It's hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. You're tuned in to hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. It is the hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios, and we are doing it up. Thanks, of course, to Riley's Brewing.
Thanks, Riley's.
Now, the questions that I had as I was looking at my phone during the break, what was the offer again? I'd like to get the details. Again, when we start the show, just be there. And I know we always start late, but, just know that. We're like Cuddy, so if you love Cuddy or us, just wait. Just be patient. It'll get there. If you want to get free food from Riley's Brew Pub, you need to send myself or Dan Riley or Riley's Brewing, the Facebook pages, your name and your address. And this is not for mailing purposes because, honestly, I'm way too lazy to capture your crap to make my stuff better. I just do what I do. I'm a terrible person to promote myself by capturing data. Facebook would never hire me. Send that, and you will get a coupon in the mail getting a free burger out there. Also, again, tomorrow, Wednesday, 5 p.m., tickets are live. For New Politics to be a part of the New Rock Soundhouse. You get to see him Saturday, live, in person, do an acoustic set, but it's only for the people who grab those tickets and they go out fast. So if you're working, just get off early and be out there. Get yourself a burger or the super burrito. That's how you do it. Also, I'm getting more pictures coming in. I'm going to find the right place to put them because... right now, where we're going. The first picture I'm looking at from Blake Smith, we're just not going.
One,
and it's kind of weak. He didn't really put too much effort into this one.
Well, that's Blake. You got to know Blake.
Yeah,
You just don't know Blake. He's the bottom half of Master Blaster. For those of you who know Mad Max, that's the best way to describe Blake.
Well, I'm seeing. Apparently, Barmaggedon is tuned into us.
Oh, yes, they have.
So take the time to like the hashtag DDP Live or Longbox.FM on YouTube because this is the stuff we do every week. We have a lot of fun. We drink a lot of beer. We offend as many people as possible. And, for listeners and growing, it's great. Good times. Let's get to the main subject here tonight. We're going to talk about racism.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey-o.
Look, let me lead this off and break it down in true serious form here. This has been going on a long time. I'm not talking about racism in general. I'm talking about the social media world and the anger of everybody and what's going on. I've been noticing in a timeline, I saw things really amping up because I had a ton of Facebook friends, and I finally had to do a purge. I dropped 2,700 because it was just I don't care about promoting my own stuff anymore. I'm tired of the riffraff. So pulse on society in a sense that way. Social media is the worst way to get any kind of conversation going. But there was a buildup leading up to the election. Then the election happened. I was banned from everything for about 3 months, so I missed out on a lot of good stuff. But the anger, and then January 20th happened, and then anger built up. And then I felt like it kind of started to die down as I was thinking... In a society where we have the attention of a goldfish of about 8 seconds, maybe we're over this and we're just going to do our own thing. But it hasn't, and I feel like it's been escalating a lot recently. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Now, I've seen friends who's been here in the Longbox.FM studios, hanging out, having a good time, who are suddenly now threatening, punching people in the face, saying, I don't want to be around that person. I can't be at this place. I can't partake in what you do, Dowdy, because of blah, blah, blah. I'm hearing, if you don't attack, if you do not condone, if you do not, and I get a lot of the almost threatening, if you do not, right, then you are part of the problem. And right, what, is my face a target now to be hit by anyone left and right, people that I like and know who can come to my house easily? I mean, sure, let's do that. We got the Jeffy Potato picture. Let's go ahead and do the lineup. Who wants to punch Dowdy in the face because you're angry at racism? Let's do that whole thing. It's getting goddamn ridiculous.
Right.
I got into a post this weekend. I kind of took a few days off from the initial blow up. And again, I'm an idiot. I go back, but I play a middle role. What I've been hearing, like there's a very conservative, well-known guy, Mike DeManuel Jr. here in Fresno, who has attacked me because I'm a moderate. I play in the middle. I listen to all sides, which I didn't think was bad, but apparently centrist, moderate, bad. And he said, look at the great leaders in history. No moderate has ever amounted to anything. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be a great leader. I'm just trying to keep people from hitting each other in the face, people I like. I try to look at common sense. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to break this down. The segment I want to do, now we're not going to solve anything tonight.
I think I can.
Well, then, Tony, I'm going to give you a chance to do this. Let's
I
lay
can
it
solve
out.
it tonight. Listen up, people.
let me lay out the setup here. By the way, you can call in 492-0450. You can text or a tweet or anything. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, we're seeing your messages. Hit us up if you want to get anything on. Obviously, racism existed. Our country was built. Christopher Columbus came over looking for slave labor. I mean, we're talking 1400, so this shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the whole South that was built on slavery, and of course the North too. But we hide certain things. Civil War happens. We move forward. I know I'm jumping through a lot. It's like Common Core history here. We get to the civil rights movement in the '60s, where a lot of it was bad. And anyone who says right now it's bad, I'm sure there are some old people down the street from you who would be like to tell you, let's jump in a time machine so you can really understand what it's like. Things seem to have gotten better, and I feel like it had gotten better. Because it takes generations to become this way. It's going to take generations to get away from this. I know that my grandma, my dad's side of the family are all terrible people. They are Missouri born, and they're the ones that will drop the M-bombs. Yeah. They'll talk colored people. They'll say that type of shit. My dad said it. I've heard him say a couple times, but more in reference to stories. I remember my first racism thing at one point involved somebody during the first Iraq War. There was a kid, I was in like third grade. I can't remember his name for the life of me now, but it had and I think this is early like Muslim, we didn't know who they were.
What? They're Tuscan Raiders.
Be careful. Be careful.
They're sand people.
And that was as a kid. The first time I was like, oh, what? So, and now I look at my son. My son's now 7. And I'm not hearing him recognize anything other than someone's darker than him, or maybe at most. But we've brought him up in a nice way. I try to be a moral compass for him. We don't talk that way around him, either myself or his mom. So we co-parent well, and we keep it this way. Racism can only be taught through assholism. I think it goes through generations. I think it's getting better. Yet, if you look at Facebook now, we are pouring the fire hose on black people as they're trying to get into 7-Eleven for whatever deal of the day. You would think that we're throwing down in this whole anger. And again, I see this on CNN, the media. I watch too much CNN.
The little finger. The media is little finger. Chaos is a ladder. They want you to hate each other. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I see this all day long, and I step outside my house, and it's like crickets. Where the shit is this happening?
Right.
But to everyone's post, it's happening everywhere because it's being pushed down our throat. And I know I'm jumping way all over this thing. I'm making an entire point here in one, and then I'm going to hand it off. I've been looking at it like, who benefits? This is where mainstream media, this is where the top politicians, the people. If you want to go deeper, Illuminati, let me put on a tinfoil hat. We can do that too.
We already have a picture of it.
Yeah. Keep posting those in, by the way. This is where I'm thinking the benefits are. But we're all looking at each other. We're spinning the wheels. We're getting violent and angry. I've seen friends break up, not wanting anything to do with each other. We have people that we're looking at, okay, well, we have a wedding coming up. Well, can we now not invite these people because we're worried that something can happen? And for what?
It's social immaturity.
Go with it. Take it.
No, I mean, to me, the ability to not talk to somebody or become friends with somebody anymore because of a difference in opinion of politics, well, you've missed the point of what it is to know somebody. I mean, I like it when we disagree. And the fact that it's a social immaturity because people don't know how to debate, how to talk, how to be civil. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going primal. And and that's what happens when you have a consumer economy of people who watch porn on cell phones. You were talking about how hate is a generational thing. I think hate can catch just as quick being poor and somebody in your ear telling you this guy, he did it. And then you have that hate. Hate's easy.
I think racism is something that's learned through personal experiences. It's something that none of us are born racist. We learn to be racist.
Yeah.
And not always from our parents. It's from life experiences, There's guys that were in the Vietnam War that don't like a race of people because of experiences they experienced at wartime. When you experience heinous things, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that they're fucking racist because life was shitty to them. But we're letting ourselves be distracted by all of this.
Absolutely.
Everything's not about racism. None of this anymore is about racism. It's a war class. It's a class war. So we have been giving our rights away, especially as the lower class citizens, giving our rights away over and over. You can't wear seatbelts. You can't smoke in certain places. Everything becomes a finable offense.
Nanny
Everything
state.
becomes probable cause for police officers. We want to hate police officers because they're attacking people and arresting them for no reason, and then we're letting politicians give them the right to do that. I mean, where's the accountability on our end? We want to talk about race, but it's not about race. It's about the fact that you can't walk down the street without breaking a law.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying,
But what if you're born on West 153rd, and somebody lives on West 156th? You guys have to kill each other.
What does that have to do with police?
You're going gang violence here.
No, but I'm just saying.
Gangs are nothing
You're
more than
talking about
domestic
human-
terrorism organizations. That's a completely different argument.
I was talking about human nature. People fuck each other up.
Yeah, and if you give people free power and you give them free reign of their power and you don't harness them, then they are going to take advantage of it. And when you let police officers have probable cause for almost anything, then they're going to take advantage of that. It's our responsibility as citizens to demand that our legislators do something about that,
What about when you let a 15-year-old girl spell bad baby wrong?
What?
Bad baby? You haven't seen that video?
Oh,
No.
Sorry, bad reference. I lose.
Yeah. Shut up, Tony. Sorry,
one thing I have preached on this show throughout whatever existence versions of shows that I've done, there's nothing I can do about your Trumps, your Obamas, or whatever villains that you have, depending on what side of the aisle you are, because there's nothing I can say on this show, in this program, or the people around me to do any effect. I've always talked about community. We've had some people in here where we talked about back in the old day, when you did something wrong, you got your ass paddled by all the neighbors on the way home, and then it got worse at home. There was accountability. We kept people in check. Right now, I think no one's being kept in check. And if you try, and I've tried with a couple friends, the latest blow-up I had personally with a couple people, I reached out to both. I had the night of one side here saying, dude, you're an asshole. You are cold and hard. I know you're trying to make your facts so it's not misunderstood, but you got to have a heart to people and understand their thoughts, their feelings of things. But when you're that cold, you come off as bad. And this is the slide that I've seen happening, and I think it's going full bore. When we started it early on with just the we'll say libbies, right? But I don't mean it this way. You're a racist. This is the attack that was done to shut people down. And then we saw Antifa, and then we saw white supremacists, and then it became, now you're forced to a side. You can't sit in the middle. Because I made a joke once on Facebook. There are people on the far right, there are people on the far left, and then there's the majority of us just waiting for season 7 of Game of Thrones to happen. We're getting sick and tired of it. Everybody, it's the loudest people talking, but it's gotten to a point where now it's almost like you have to take a side. And if we're talking about more KKK, more white supremacists, more Nazis are coming up, the only reason I feel that this is happening is because we're promoting it and pushing it and making it a team sport. And
so there's a dummy out there who says, "Oh yeah, I'm a KKK.
Yeah,
I'm going to choose a side."
Why can't you just pick the side of common sense?
Well, that's not
in
a
every
team.
situation that you ever play. You know what I mean?
That's just the That's a practice squad, bro.
Yeah, people are racist. That's fine. But is he wrong about his argument? Yes or no? I mean, I'm sure that there's I'm sure that there's
another
a racist
option,
guy out there that knows a really good milk product to drink. I don't fucking know.
It's just like the election. Everything in life has become a choice between two pieces of shit. You don't like neither of them. You never would have wanted them, but you're going to have to walk away with one of them.
Yeah.
And everything's become that way, especially in politics, and that's a bad thing.
By the way, if you want to pop in on this in any way, 492-0450, or hit us up on the YouTube, hit us up on the Facebook. I know we're getting serious now. Don't worry, we'll get back to fun. Let's get some fun. No, I made a point on Facebook the other day because I like to sit back a little bit unless I've been drinking one night and then I post stuff and then Cuddy yells at me because I shouldn't be doing that. She's supposed to take my cell phone at certain points at night.
You have an internet curfew.
It's true. I mean, even the other night, just seeing people reacting on something that I shared from the Fresno Bee. I had no commentary on it, I just shared it. Caused such a fight that I was pissed, and that's why I was calling people over. Oh, man. See, this all gets in my head now. I get all cluster-effed here trying to figure out where I'm going. It's... Someone take it.
So basically, racism is bad. It's not good. And people shouldn't be it.
I do have one thing to say, though.
Yes.
So the majority of you feel like this pushback against your personality or your political ideology, you feel like that's pushback is mainly on Facebook, though? You don't get that in real life at all, really?
No, in real life, actually, one-on-one with people, it's amazing how well that works.
Right.
Because you can see Now, here's the one thing. I took a class once. My company that I used to work for forced a communication class. Communication, when you talk to somebody one-on-one, that's 100%. When you talk to somebody over the phone, it's a much lesser. When you talk to somebody through text only, it's 7%.
Right.
Now, Tony, I know you're a sarcastic fuck. And so am I. I'm cynical, sarcastic. I also like to make jokes for levity, and I type them, and wow, those don't go well.
They're not supposed to. Social
media is doing everything possible to separate people because you read the words. You read the words only, and, again, going back to the 8 seconds of a goldfish, you can only read about 4 sentences, if you're lucky.
Right.
After that, you're done. Because I made a post not too long ago that started off with, I'm a Nazi sympathizer.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, holy crap, that went the wrong way. That was almost 500 comments, and then I got banned on Facebook.
They get triggered. They go straight primal and rah, rah, rah. I mean, keep rocks and sticks from these people.
But this was the both sides argument.
Yeah.
And yes, both sides are bad.
They don't know how to get along.
Well, look.
Are you not allowed to say I'm a Nazi sympathizer on Facebook?
You get punched.
Probably not. I think you can get reported for
they'll
it.
ban you for that?
Yeah.
Like Facebook joke?
If enough people flag you.
Yeah, I believe so. Because I think it goes
Isn't
under
Zuckerberg
promoting...
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, we're talking about racism. Come on, boom.
Deporting.
Sorry.
But either way, I think it goes under...
There it is.
I deserve it. Light me up.
I think it goes under the promoting hate speech.
That's
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
I've been hit with promoting hate speech 3 times. Got out of it twice.
I've never been in trouble. I'm very disappointed in myself.
You're not
I've
doing
never
it.
been in Facebook jail.
You haven't even been on the
And I
radar.
hate myself for
You're not
it.
even a blip.
Nobody's
promote
gonna buy my
hate-
rap album. Sorry.
I promote
supposed to
hate
be
speech every
serious.
time I have
Sorry.
sex.
Here, let me switch to one of the specific things that I've been, and this has been a constant thing I've been seeing lately. And again, when I was talking about stages through the last year and a half, is me doing Facebook, watching people and talk. If you raise your hand if you've heard this, if you're not actively attacking racism and racists and white supremacists, then you are condoning it. You're complicit.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And therefore, you are my enemy as well.
I read it.
So, okay, Tony, thanks. You're going.
Right.
I broke this down in an argument the other night. I'll side with you. I'm going to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander downtown Fresno. I'm going to look for the stupidest, dumbass-looking white dude, because usually white supremacists are that guy. And I'm just going to go wail on his face.
They're just police officers.
Yeah, that doesn't turn out well.
And local
You should go punch a
local
cop.
mayors.
No, I'm gonna
punch
go.
a cop.
I'm gonna go wail on that dude. Now I've
It's
done
caveman.
everything I've done for my son as far as a moral compass and what I'm trying to teach him and all that. In the process of punching this racist, because I don't want to be complicit, because I don't want to suffer white privilege, because I want to be part of a team.
It's called gang mentality. It's like a bunch of people mindlessly beating up on something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to jail. This guy could possibly sue me and take whatever money I have.
And what's your wife going to be doing alone?
Well, she will taking all the money. She'll be taking all the money initially before the lawsuit happens. I could lose my son because of co-parenting session. And while I'm in jail, who's waiting for me to come out? What hero am I for doing this? It's
Not even a band.
It's
A bunch of Nazis are waiting for you to come. No, they're waiting for you inside.
Yeah.
That's just going to happen.
You're going to come out hard as
You're going to
fuck,
get rolled
bud.
through by a bunch of Nazis.
You're going to be ready for the war.
You're going to pull a train on you in the county.
It's going to be, that guy.
Hashtag Nazi train.
Oh, you like punching Nazis? Guess where you're living now?
Yeah.
Hashtag Nazi rape straight.
God.
Sorry.
It's there's a no win in that to me. Like, that's not the way to deal with it. To me, and I guess I know we're all over the
Dude,
map
you have
here.
people throwing rocks and swinging chains at each other on university, yards and walkways.
Because that's the right way to deal with people.
No, and it's like it's a complete de-evolution of what we're supposed to be. It's complete insanity, and I hate them all, and I want them to die in an AIDS
just
fire.
feel
I don't know if I want him to die, but
I don't mean it. There's
The
no
fact
such
that
thing
you
as
have
AIDS
to
fire.
say that. Like the fact that you have to tell people, like, you shouldn't hit people with chains.
Right. Don't throw rocks at that person.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Shut the
It's
fuck
bad, mijo.
Bad Mijo.
Don't do that.
I think it's people taking a political. Oh wait, we got.
Hold
something?
on. We got a caller.
Oh, nice.
What's up? You're on the DDP Live.
Dude, I'm going to go over there and punch your Nazi sympathizing face off.
Nice.
No, just kidding.
Cool story, bro, man. I like it.
Hit him hard.
Nah, it's cool.
You're
Hey,
scary.
this is Sam. You're a stalker.
Make sure he's not looking at you when you.
Oh, it's
when you punch
Sam.
him.
It's Sam. Okay. By the way, Sam sent me a Snapchat during the break. He was watching a show on his TV and had a picture of Jesus underneath of it. So
He hung.
You got to send it
Story
to
of
him
my life.
on the big screen.
Jesus ruins you,
No.
man. Go ahead.
No, I think the whole thing with racism itself is just laziness.
It
Because
is.
basically you're telling other people to think for you.
It's completely.
And it's hard to actually get to know, talk someone, to sit down, talk to them, get to know them. And instead of doing that, it's easy for people to all of a sudden just say, you know what, I don't like you. You're black. I don't like you. You're white. I don't like you. Whatever. That's just it's easy. And I think it's just laziness on the most part of people. Because if you ever try to engage anyone in a conversation, especially on Facebook or anything, they're just going to
I
ignore
felt
you,
your
or they're just
distaste.
going to say, you're a Nazi sympathizer. It's like, no, I just want anyone to be able to say whatever their opinion is, regardless of how stupid it is. Let them be stupid.
Right. And then laugh at them for being stupid.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
Ridicule them.
Thank you. That
Shame
that
them.
gets me to, dude. Okay, the true KKK, the true white supremacists, those people, the ones that come out of the woods in Kentucky.
They actually wear sheets. There are people out there who wear sheets over their head because they hate somebody. How fucking dumb is that? I mean, you gotta be dumb to do
You
that.
can't afford the real stuff. Lazy.
I feel like racists are just dumbass Halloween cosplayers.
No, but
Yeah.
Like,
They're Civil War reenactors.
boo, nigga, boo! Like, come on.
No, actually,
call it?
a fun little factoid that originally the KKK was disbanded with Superman in radio play. They would make stories of Superman destroying the KKK,
Right.
and Klan members were seeing their kids running around with Superman versus the KKK.
Oh,
and
that's great.
showing how
Oh, that's
stupid
amazing.
It was.
The Men of Steel
And a lot of it
versus
was
guys
laughed
on
away.
horses.
That's not as fun as the story about like the KKK member's daughter who got railed through by the black football team and got pregnant and didn't know which one was the daddy.
What issue is that?
That's a much more. That's much more.
That's more real.
Yeah,
Wasn't
justified.
that-
It's a little dark.
That was Varsity Blues,
Heavy-handed.
right? Varsity Blues.
No, yeah.
That fell on the floor.
No.
Sam,
that
what
was
else you
Baylor
got for us?
University.
Nothing. I think I'll get back to reading my Bible now.
Oh, good. I'll tell you how it ends.
Good reading, brother.
You can hide your weed in there.
Something about a dragon or like a fire and all that.
Does Daenerys win in the
Don't
Bible?
forget the incest.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
It
incest
ends-
in Game of Thrones.
It
I'm
ends
only
by
halfway
it ends
through
by
it.
nothing happening and you dying, and that's it.
All right, thanks for calling, man. Totally cut him off. That's what I do here.
Sorry.
No, I think one-on-ones. I don't know. That's my transition. One-on-ones is important. Facebook, social media is just not the way to talk unless you chase someone or you talk to them right, or you set up. Like, I've done this. I've actually lost some Facebook friends and reached out and said, "So what's up? Why'd you bounce?" Because I have an app called Still Friends.
You
I
can do that? That's for
yeah,
real?
yeah. No, I like to see.
That's a
I
little
post
creepy.
something, and then I see who bounces, and it's like, okay, so I know why
you
you
go?
bounced. And it's like a goal. It's a personal goal to reach out to him and be like, so what was it? And try to, and I've actually got some Facebook friends back that who were totally opposite of me, but because it was like, no, I didn't like this or that or whatever, and we've talked and we've met, and now it's all cool. Because amazing if you actually put the effort. Now it would have been really easy to be like, you know, Tony Martin's just unfriended me, and that's cool because he's a piece of shit, and he hates black people, and he can't take real talk. I could go and do that whole thing. That's the way that people react.
Not be associated, because I'll lose connections.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the connections loss. I mean,
I do not want to lose my associations. That guy's an asshole. He's not.
Okay, I we've rambled on this whole thing.
No.
Chris's soapbox.
I would love. It was. I'm sorry. I've been heated. Dude, I've been holding this shit for a while.
No, we could tell. We could tell.
I don't know where to go because this is one thing. I like to come up with solutions, and I think I have a bunch of ideas that could be good, but then human factor comes in, and I realize every single one of my ideas is just useless. It's dumb. People are pissed off, and there's no way they're going to get off of their own personal soapbox of being angry because people are angry. The only thing I can say is look above. Who's pulling the goddamn strings?
Charles Bukowski. Sorry. I'm sorry. Did I say it out loud?
That motherfucker was right, wasn't it?
Sorry.
I got to look him up.
Oh, you'll kill yourself by the end of the night,
What?
trust
Yeah.
me. You'll drink yourself to death.
You can deal with racism if you just read Bukowski and then just learn to comfort each other.
Yeah.
We would end racism within the year. I promise. Write it in Indian. Sorry, go ahead.
My version, I'm going to... This beautiful woman here, I'm going to knock her up later and then take
my God.
Hey, now.
solidly white
feel bad for you.
DNA and I'm going to mix it with half Mexican.
An upgrade.
That is, I'm not going to punch a person in the face. I'm just going to impregnate a Mexican. And that's my way of ending racism.
Got work to do, girl.
Mix it.
Wow.
Mix it. You
What's-
get something like this. You get something like this.
You know, I like to throw chocolate chips in my pancake batter, too.
Some cinnamon.
I feel like I'm going to eat some shit for that one later.
Tapatio.
Tapatio.
Yeah, that's all part of it, though, right? You got to eat ass to get the... Oh, never mind. Wrong.
No. That's still the clam bake, man. I don't... Anybody got anything to add? I'm sorry. Soapbox off. Your turn, or we bounce out. We got a game coming.
I just say, anytime, just ridicule them. If people are racist and they're idiots, which they are going to be, because they're always going to be, there's dummies. You just laugh at them and point at them and laugh and say, you're stupid. Shame on you, you dumb, stupid fucking person. And that's it. And then ignore them. That's it. Just let them know that you think they're stupid and what they're doing is dumb, and ignore them. And then the 2,000 of them will gather together and masturbate each other, and we can go about our lives being happy.
I like the doxing thing. Because this popped up. There was somebody I saw on the feed, and I read their thing where... Yeah, like you let the world know who they are. Oh. And so I saw something from someone that was, this was not a Facebook misconnection. I didn't misunderstand what you were saying. It was a very clear, oh, you're that person. Cool. Well, one of the websites that I've found that's really awesome, it's truepeoplesearch.com. So if you see someone who's a total dick, sometimes you can just go out to truepeoplesearch.com. You can find out everything about them. Just look at their Facebook profile, find out where they're living, what they're doing, and it matches perfectly, and just put their stuff out there with a screenshot of, hey, this person's an ass. Doesn't that work?
I think the real question here is, you have an app that shows who unfriends you.
Yeah.
And then you look up the people who unfriend you and you release certain information about them.
Mm-hmm.
So
my show
the bigger issue here? Is
my
that
show comes with penalties.
I think what we've learned here is that you better be friends with Chris or else.
I know the bigger issue.
Like
here.
me!
Psycho
I'm
stalker.
going to hug that guy so hard.
This is the real communism here.
Yes,
the
Connie?
bigger issue here is that I looked it up on my store on my phone. Sounds like that app is only for iPhones. What
racism?
the heck?
There's an app for that?
Oh, there it is. Racism is back.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Let's pee. Let's drink. Let's smoke. Let's be merry. And then when we come back, we're gonna take it serious now. We understand racism is bad. We do not want to offend. We're going to keep us in the safety bandbox. And with that, we're going to do Trigger Me This.
Oh.
That's coming here. Hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios. We'll be right back. You're tuned in to Hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM.
Shall we play a game? Challenge accepted.
We're back here, the Hashtag DDP Live in the Longbox.FM studios. Brought to you by Riley's Brewing.
Woot woot!
Riley's.
Yeah, by the way, it's done a really good job. I'd like to thank Riley's Brewing.
I do want to say, Tony, a mouth to the mic, but I also am thinking...
I'm too close.
I'm also thinking you're the quiet version of Kenneth. And so, mouth away from the mic. No, but no, you're good. No.
I feel awkward you telling me what to do with my mouth.
Stop trying to eat the microphone.
Look, I want to talk serious right now, okay? We have dealt with a serious subject in the best way we could. In that we were all really drunk and we just said a bunch of shit. And to make up for it, we're going to do a game called Trigger Me This!
Yay! Trigger me.
Simple rules. We got a picture we're going to put up. I will describe it to the listeners in the audio. The people participating are going to explain why it triggers them. And I have to say, please send your information to me, Dan Riley, or Riley's Brew Pub to get your free burger.
Free burger.
Because they're supporting this, apparently. We have two teams. Now, I was trying to figure out how do I divide the two teams. I was thinking we have two comics in the room, and then we have Anthony and Cotty.
That's true.
So we divide that way naturally. But after seeing what we've got here tonight, I think, Jeremiah, you are a natural drunk, and you can handle it.
Oh,
God.
So what are you saying about me?
I'm saying,
Tell that to my kids.
Tony, I think you shouldn't dab,
on the,
before the show.
On the haters, right?
You don't go
Dab on
Cam
the haters,
Newton.
right?
Excuse me for being happy.
So
This guy.
that means, okay, Anthony,
You just triggered me by pointing at me.
you are with Tony. Because Anthony Antonio, it works.
Oh, all right. I don't know what he just said.
And you guys are going to be hashtag
It was friend.
Team Hates Whites.
All right.
That makes sense.
I can hate white people, I
I
guess.
can hate anything.
Yeah,
And then-
it's a pretty easy target right now.
Cuddy, you get to play along with Jeremiah in hashtag victim.
Is that because I'm Mexican?
It's because you're a woman.
Do the math. Take algebra.
If you're playing with me, you're always the victim.
Before we go, I do want to give one quick. We got another one of the from the fans.
Oh, no.
From the fans.
Oh,
What we got?
yay!
no.
Show me what you got.
There we go.
Oh, no. Dude, this guy's... His career's over.
Tony Martins, you opportunities and connections. Look, you were the death of me.
No, Tony.
Very disappointed.
Tony. Look at you.
great.
Costs and opportunities and connections.
Dude, he's safe, though. He's got the tinfoil on his head.
I qualify that as dank.
Does
That
he
is
get
definitely
Wi-Fi?
a dank
Yeah,
meme.
that should
That
go
is the
viral. People in
maddest
Washington,
thing.
D.C. should
I don't
see
know the words you guys are using, but they should all stop. Let's go to the game.
that. Let's go.
First one. Who do we got? From Team Hates Whites. Who's going to step up to the plate?
You want me to do it first?
Yeah, you go first, eh?
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. He's scared.
This is serious.
I feel nervous.
Serio.
I feel nervous now.
Speak Portuguese.
Go.
He's Portuguese.
Do it. Força Portugal.
And who's stepping up on Team Victim?
No.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Ladies
Get on the
first, because
boat.
I'm a gentleman.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, here we go. Connie and Anthony. I've been waiting for this. Our very first Trigger Me This. Pop it up, IP4. It is a dude surfing in a wave. He's a dark man wearing board shorts, standing on a surfboard, and he's just chilling there, like almost like an Abercrombie and Fitch model standing outside the store in the mall, just doing his thing, like looking like, I got this. And Anthony, you got this. Go.
Oh man, this is gonna be a hard one. All right, so
Don't take too long, you piece of shit. Come on.
okay. You see that board right there?
There we go.
What color is that board?
Yellow.
That is a yellow board. It's a yellow board. And let me
see the board.
I didn't even see the board.
What board?
Oh man. Okay. This is a hard one. That's a pretty wholesome picture.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It
It's
makes
really
me think
hard.
of strengthening borders.
It's clearly
They
it's
should
someone
make a
who's
wall of
never
water.
it's someone who's never met Tony Martins because he's got connections with the sea.
I guess what I see here is, affirmative action. That's what I see here. I see this dark man riding the waves to the front,
Right.
purely because of his skin.
Minorities should surf.
Okay. Okay. So this is the losing round.
Yeah.
No, I think that was good. Good answer.
All right, Cotty.
Good answer.
Cotty. Save
I thought we
this.
were just supposed to say what it triggers inside of us.
Yeah, well,
Because I was going to be like, that guy
it
fucked
was
my
supposed
wife.
to be. At this point, no one's listening to the show, so we're
everybody-
fine.
Oh, wow,
it's
that
interesting
bad,
stuff.
Cotty,
Good
go ahead. Surf us.
Well, I feel triggered by this image because clearly it's a man on a surfer board, and his pose, like being half naked and stuff, he's like, oh, everyone look at me, love me, I'm an Abercrombie god or whatever. But it's like, dude, girls can surf too. Why is it just a man that's out there? I hope he drowns.
Oh, wow.
Well, I gotta say she's got the point on that.
Yeah.
Except Samuel Lopez pops in from the team that we didn't know, Team Internet. Another Blue Lives Matter picture. Sometimes short and sweet works.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving the point to the internet.
Yay.
That's my team, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
I would have said buy these shorts. That picture. Yeah, sorry.
Well, you get your opportunity. I guess it goes back to Tony Martins. This is your picture. How does it trigger you? This is okay. 3 kids. It's a drawn picture. There's one brown, and one very white, and one white where it looks like someone just rubbed their finger on it and became a little darker. But they're all laughing.
I'm already triggered. I have the answer already,
Okay,
teacher.
go,
I
go,
have
go.
the answer.
Teacher.
The kid on the left, right there in the green shirt, that's me in school. And all the fucking assholes picked on him and made them want to steal a gun from mommy and daddy. Because, hey, you see how he has his hands out? I just want to be your friend. I just want to learn about magma and dinosaurs. But no, you guys want to fuck with me and wrestle me to the ground and break my pencils and stuff because I have good GPA. Fuck you. That's what I see from that picture.
I like the part where you said you had a good GPA because we're all looking at you.
Bitch. 4.0.
You asked for that haircut. Nobody's assuming that you have a good GPA ever in your life.
You know what
care about
GPA
haircuts.
stands for?
Huh?
Can I get the Bill Gates?
Yeah, grade point average.
I did it, Mom.
All right.
So that's how I was triggered.
Barmaggedon is watching, right? Still, that's a thing? Okay. You can jump in. Hashtag Team Internet has got a point in this, possibly. But we're going to give it to Jeremiah Nation. Can you take this? Put the picture back up. No, not that. Thanks for IB4. Spoiler alert.
They're laughing because the rich white kid asked the black kid for drugs. And the reality is that the kid on the right, his mom makes the best meth in town.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Fuck you. Yeah, you did win. Because everybody knows the black kid's selling the drugs. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, we get it where you came from.
Okay, Internet, and this is a new thing. Samuel Lopez posted, "Of course the black kid has the bigger mouth, racist bastards. But on top of it," I got a little triangle with an exclamation mark. "This message is held for review."
Oh.
I got to give it to Team Internet again.
No.
2 points, Team Internet. Everyone here loses right now.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
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 You guys, I don't feel like you're getting the message of this game.
I don't get what I... Yeah.
What? It triggered me.
All right. We're going to go this time, Anthony.
I'm triggered.
All right.
Anthony
Yeah.
versus Jeremiah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Next one. Anthony goes first. There you go. It's a dude in a. It's again a drawn, animated style picture of a white guy with a mustache wearing a bike helmet.
What that represents to me is police suppression. What I see is the blue and red lights behind him. I see myself as a black man on the road, standing up above this man, this blue-eyed, Aryan, mustached man, and telling, "Officer, I am not doing anything wrong here." And you know what he does?
Something wrong.
What does he do?
He actually let me go. It was actually a pretty pleasant experience.
That's white privilege.
But you know what?
You're welcome.
But you know what? If I was a dark or African American person, I feel like that could have definitely gone a wrong way, and that definitely triggers me.
Okay.
Can I hug you?
Jeremiah,
I'm so sorry.
your turn.
Oh, okay. So here you go again, assuming people's identities, right? Like, because this guy has a mustache and a helmet, he's a cop. No, he's clearly a very health-conscious bicyclist who likes to molest children in his spare time. Well, look at his mustache. I'm just saying. I mean,
That's a creepy ass.
clearly, this guy, he looks like the priest that molested me when I was 7.
It's for Jesus.
And Catholicism is oppressive. Everybody knows that. Come on.
And that's why he wears a helmet.
Okay.
See, I thought I got heartwarming with it. I didn't know.
I'm going to give a pity point to Team Victim.
What?
Listen to that statement again.
Because
I was clearly a victim when I was molested by.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of that going. Again, I'm tired of being called a racist. And here I got someone who's been touched by Jesus, and the people support him.
I was filled up.
Yeah.
I want Jesus inside me.
I had the Holy Spirit ball deep inside me. Sorry, Mom.
Jesus.
So the internets came back.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
With?
Oh, am I supposed to say it?
Yeah. Oh my
No,
God.
you're just telling us. You're just letting us know that exists.
You've been a part of this for how many years? Come on.
Hey, there's a response, guys. That's all.
Next story.
I feel conflicted because he's on my team, but I kind of really liked where Samuel went.
Okay, go.
He said more anti-cop propaganda, making a cop look authoritarian. I had to concentrate.
You did a great job.
That's funny.
Good job.
I'm standing trying to replace a camera.
Oh wow! So Samuel, I think, is honestly the real winner here. I saw 3 in a row here, 3 in a row from Team Internet already, and they're already better than all of our triggers.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
no, hold on.
Debatable.
I'm going to say your team, Cuddy, Team Victim, loses for that because that was weak. You gave a tease and you bounced out on it, and then you finally delivered. but it was such a bad delivery. I can't support that. I give IP4 shit all the time for his badness. So you lose. Sam,
Me
you can't...
announcing the internet
No, and listen,
was not...
Sam, you are part of socialism.
Was that our team?
I will not give the socialist point just because you're participating. The point goes to Team Hates Whites.
Yeah.
He participates more than me.
Shut your
Put it
mouth.
on the board.
Let's go to the next
W is a
one.
W to me.
Next one. We got Tony Martins
Is it my
stepping
turn?
up. Here we go.
I'll pay attention.
Oh, there it is. That is a baby. That is a baby with headphones on a yellow backdrop. Just looking so just baby. Tony, what you got?
This just makes me think of abortion. It makes me think of having a home abortion kit that consists of a trampoline and a shop vac.
God damn it, dude.
Is that the wrong answer?
I don't think that's ever the right answer.
Opinions expressed in this
it's
game is
cute.
not necessarily one of the
team.
team.
Happy, and the weather don't kill it.
Okay.
I'm trying for our team. Okay, what do you want me to say about a baby? It makes me think about how there's too many of them. We don't want them. I'm sick of them.
Is that because it's white?
No, it's not because it's white. Dude, if it was black, I would have said things differently.
Oh,
wait, what?
Is the
Because they
yellow
matter,
background there to
and we need more
confuse
of
you?
Oh my God.
About its race.
All right.
that baby Asian?
All right.
Gone off the rails.
Jeremiah,
No, I was, Jeremiah. Being ironic.
this is going to be a quick segment. Jeremiah.
Why? I think I can win. I mean, I'm looking at the Russian judge. The Russian judge is giving me a nod of approval.
I'm looking at you realizing you never had a chance to win.
You know what? You don't know me, but you're right.
Jeremiah hit it.
So what? Because I'm a little white baby, I can't be listening to niggas with attitude? Don't assume me.
So edgy.
That was very edgy.
You know the main topic of our show tonight. We went that route.
Well, I think they're more like niggas with aptitude now, though, at this point.
Don't say it.
It was Z.
Well,
it was a Z.
Okay.
It was a clear Z.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're getting flagged.
All right. No, we are.
I just burned all my connections and
There's all your
opportunities.
connections.
See, it wasn't me, Ma. It's a
Okay.
baby. We get it. It has headphones. It can listen.
Samuel just threw down, again, from the internet, all the gay agenda being shoved down our throat. And that also had a warning on it. I think if an internet listener can trigger the internet from just a chat room, that's a point.
But gay people can't have babies, so what the fuck are they talking about? It's like, why are they in this conversation?
You can buy a gay baby.
You can buy gay babies.
Yeah.
I know a guy who sells gay
I have a
babies.
They're called
comment.
gabies.
Okay.
They're so fucking
Hold on,
cute.
hey, you better be careful. You might lose that
Gabies.
connection.
Gay bees. No, the whole gay thing. There's no like purple, dark green. Like this is a very lighter spectrum of the rainbow. So I don't really see it as gay. I see it as more of a zebra gum patch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have that as a ringtone on my phone. That's what when she calls me, that's what I hear.
You don't want to hear what I hear when you call me.
No, I rickrolled the shit out of you, and I'm going to give this to the internet tonight. I'm sorry. I got to.
internet.
No,
Conspiracy.
I totally
This is
agree.
a
with
C-O-N conspiracy against Team Hate.
This is a conspiracy.
Oh, nothing but disrespect.
I'm
Man,
sorry.
this is a conspiracy.
No one here can talk conspiracy if you've never met Jeffy Potato.
we talked to him earlier.
Yes.
Oh, that fucking dude?
Yeah, that guy's an asshole. Let's. We gotta win. Internet takes the win this week. Internet, give yourself some love.
Yeah.
It's nice that you took your hands off of the porn keyboard.
I hope you guys
Which one do I turn?
get a trophy. Internet. Get a trophy in the mail and AIDS fire.
1 million internet points.
You get a
We'll take a
Bitcoin.
quick break. We come back.
hope
We
your
have the
wife's
Dowdies. We have to settle this up, figure out how the show went down, and decide who's a winner.
God, we have to relive it.
Well, ain't me. I should go home now.
That's happening here next on the hashtag DDP Live, brought to you by Longbox. No, it's just in the Longbox.FM studios. Oh, it's brought to you by
wow.
beer.
Oh!
Riley's. Who who you can go to tomorrow at 5 p.m. Wednesday. So if you're listening to this later, just know you messed up. You get to see New Politics. That's what's happening. Be a part of that. We'll be right back. You're listening to the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. Here we go. We're doing it up. The end of the show. It's the Dowdies. Brought to you, of course, by Depends. Because sometimes as a white man, you find yourself shitting yourself for no reason whatsoever. You just typed one word into Facebook and you saw the entire world react. It depends.
I don't think Depends can save you.
No, I have got the Kim Jong-un of missiles in my rectum, ready to fire off. I don't know if I'm going to hit the target, but it will make a mess, and that's why I use Depends. You're never too young to do it. Let's make sure it's a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, do that, Riley's, and let's do the Dowdies. Here we go. We have to end up the night. I mean, we've talked about some serious stuff. We took racism in a serious way.
We tried.
Mostly, except not at all. We took the clam bake, and we had a lot of fun with it. I think the beginning of the part of the show was good.
Yeah.
And then we got drunk.
And then it slowly dissolves into...
Yeah.
Riley's made
yelling.
an appearance.
That happened?
You know what makes conversations better? Riley's.
We have to get that video clip, or we have to get that audio clip.
Makes
right
them
there.
longer, too.
Do you need a better example of how to promote something? You want to be like us? Drink Riley's.
But you can't be anywhere near that video.
You want a big old dick? Drink Riley's.
If you really, honestly, if you want to promote something, you have to have Sam Elliott voicing
Change
it.
your life.
Huh?
Sam Elliott has to voice anything if you want a product to work.
Oh, you could sell anything with him, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a cooler.
Are you asking?
Drink this beer, I'll punch you in the face with my boot.
Do you have herpes?
Is he the
Sam Elliott doing a herpes
guy?
commercial?
Have you been eating?
Zycan.
Hold on. We just skipped over. Is he the Dos Equis guy?
Yeah.
Please say you
Sam Elliott. Cotty, go ahead. Go with this. I have to hear this. This may change what happens here tonight.
Uh-oh.
Is Sam Elliott the... Okay, anyone listening still... Thank you, by the way. You're like golden Jesus. Put together a meme of Cotty. Just go to our Facebook. It's Cotty Ornelas. I know.
Wow.
I know it's hard to
people
read, so
search.
just look for anything tagged in my profile, and put her picture with Sam Elliott. We need these pictures.
Who's the top and who's the bottom? Oh, sorry, wrong direction.
No,
I'm
there's not
still
an
trying to
answer?
figure out who he is.
Okay, we're gonna move on with this.
Mustache.
I want to be better at the
broom.
show.
He's Rocky Dennis's cool stepdad.
What?
Yeah. Rocky Dennis is stuff.
Mask, the kid with the deformed face.
Yeah.
Well, you can
Things
sit
that
all
are
over
cool.
that.
I know how to make it brighten
Raindrops
it
on
up.
my face.
Let's go to the awards tonight. Hashtags of the night.
Sorry.
We had hashtag boofing. We had hashtag just an algorithm. Hashtag Nazi rape train. God, dude.
They happen, bro.
Oh, you got to pay a lot of money for those.
Or just go to prison.
Hashtag gay Gabies.
Gabies.
The gay babies.
And then hashtag tartar sauce.
Ooh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I gotta say, after 8 years of doing internet radio, the fact that I made someone actually comment of something I said to make them never want to go to a restaurant or taste something again, I get to take the win for hashtag tartar sauce. That's totally a me thing. Come on.
You've got to get Long John Silver sponsorship now.
Yeah.
If that didn't do it for you, if that didn't save that franchise, I don't know what will. Your girlfriend's vagina smells like our tartar sauce. Long John Silver's.
No, you're doing it wrong. Our tartar sauce is good on your fried fish or your fried chicken or your hush puppies. And in a pinch,
Chris,
Long John Silver's tartar sauce can make your girl's vagina seem passable.
Chris
Come to Long John Silver's.
Chris is like a sleazy gynecologist right now.
You guys,
Long John Silver sponsored gynecologist.
Long John Silver's.
Stir
Don't
it up.
put perfume on our tartar sauce.
Hide that smell. Or try to.
It'll taste like shit that way. And don't wipe to the front. It's gross, ladies.
Oh my god.
That's
And
knowledge.
unhealthy.
Well, they're going out of business for a reason.
Just to know.
Hashtag don't wipe from the front.
No, don't wipe to the front.
Wipe to the front. Do it.
No,
That's a show in itself. The wiping.
Oh, God.
Okay.
The guide to wiping correctly.
You don't want to get shit balls.
Is that a Tony Robbins book?
pamphlet. It's like 10 languages.
The guide to wiping properly.
Man, Samuel Lopez is doing clap emojis.
Oh, nice.
I emoji happy
Yeah,
back
it's good.
there.
I hope he's
Thanks
clapping.
for emojis on the radio, dude.
All right. Best, worst joke.
Uh-oh.
I have. Your writing sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you good? Are you
bad baby.
Oh, yeah. That was me when I made the Bad Baby reference.
Yeah.
Was that worst
Yeah.
joke?
That was I think
It's a
that was
smart joke.
It
I didn't
smells
get
like a
that
bad one.
reference.
Dude,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
smart
get
joke.
that reference.
Did you really just describe it as a smart joke? It's a smart joke.
Well-
that's why you're a dumb fuck. Because you think that's a smart joke.
It's genius. Fuck you.
Brilliant.
My mom said I was special.
The other offering, the only offering on this page was abortion.
Is that the same joke?
There's no winner here. Except the liberal side of the world.
God.
You got to abort your babies to have immigration and be a good free American. I don't know. That was Nancy
I
Pelosi.
just
Abort your
laughed.
babies to reduce crime.
I just laughed out loud because I put it to Google Translate.
God, he's doing her own thing right now.
What are you talking about?
Just let her.
I don't know. I'm a little.
Laughing at her own shit that we're not looking at right now.
No,
The internet's got her.
guide to wiping correctly. I put
She's
it.
still on it.
Oh, are you undecided?
No, it's,
Are you not sure at this point?
somebody doesn't know how to wipe their
Oh,
ass
sorry,
off.
guys. I'm still Googling how to wipe myself.
I've been doing this wrong for
No!
years.
I Google translated.
Apparently, you're not supposed to lay over the sink.
No wonder I'm a loser. I don't
Let the water run down your asshole.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry.
introduce Cotty, the woman who's not going to go to work tomorrow. Let's go to
Thug life.
the
Not
worst.
Thug Life?
The worst. The worst was written down. My first. Explain.
It was my first attempt at Trigger Me This. I thought that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What was it?
My first attempt at Trigger Me This.
That
Yeah.
game we played.
Pretty
yeah,
bad.
the
Pretty
game
bad.
plan was bad.
Honorable mention goes to Tony.
Ooh.
Tony, you got honorably mentioned.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know, Anthony. Why?
Yeah, I thought you were. You
If
had
it
pretty
isn't.
good input. A lot of the night. I thought you were.
Let's spin that. I thought it was good that you showed up.
Hey,
Listen here, mister. I'm special and I'm good.
honorable mention Tony Martins because no one else was here.
That's right. That means you lose.
Hey, thanks, Tony, for bringing Jeremiah, who is
No, Jeremiah, no.
the MVP tonight.
Oh, shut up.
God, really?
By the way,
According to this.
See, you can't just throw all of the blame on me if
Honestly,
people don't
though,
like it,
at the first break, I blew that guy in the bathroom.
though. Oh, it was
On the
great.
first break, I blew that guy in the bathroom, and I said, I better be a fucking MVP. And he said, I swear I can make things happen for you, kid.
Oh my!
And it did. And you got your first MVP on the DDP Live.
Oh.
And you know what that gets you? A bar that's going to fail in a couple years.
Some more Riley.
Let's talk about your bar.
Okay.
You got the 2017 Cure for Comedy Tour coming up.
Yeah, actually, that's me and a few of my comedian friends.
Andrew
Mike Zaleski,
Boydston.
who's from San Luis Obispo. Andrew Boydston from Bakersfield, California. Trevor Dustin. We went on tour last summer together, West Coast tour called the Cure for Comedy Tour. We're doing our second winter tour this December. It'll be the Cure for Comedy Relapse Tour. And we're going to start in Seattle and work our way down. So we're trying to fund that right now. So that picture was the generic dates. And our generic poster.
Yeah, I saw it said city date.
Yeah, we're in the process of booking the tour, and we're doing a bunch of local shows. We did one at Barmaggedon. We're going to be doing one at Howie and Sons Pizza. We did one at the Broken Yoke Cafe in Bakersfield. We're booking a bunch of fundraiser shows to fund that tour. So there's a Facebook page, the Cure for Comedy Relapse Facebook page. Follow that and pay attention to dates and come out and support us, and that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Well, I guess
I'd appreciate it.
Then also,
I like it.
Then I don't want to be remiss, but
Yeah. And then
Barmaggedon, we got shows
Barmaggedon,
coming
Tulare, California. We have a bunch of really cool shows coming up. We have Cockamamie Jamie coming out on the 29th.
September 29th.
I love that guy. I'm a huge hip hop fan, and that guy just gets me right. And he's going to be joined by Ugly Cousin out of Visalia, as well as Mad Samke, who was posting all those great memes for us tonight. Mad Samke is a beatbox artist and a genius musician.
A man of many swords.
The co-creator of Tularius and Barmaggedon with me. So, yeah, come out for any of those shows. Check us out on Facebook and follow it.
Also on October 6th, we have Jennifer Gables. She's a swank comedian out of L.A.
Jennifer Gable out of L.A. is going to be out on October 6th, and that's going to be a fun show. We have a lot of really talented comedians that come up from Los Angeles to perform at Barmaggedon. Nice. And it's a fun thing.
Tularius Open Mic.
We also do an open mic every Sunday night that's called the Tularius Open Mic. It starts at 10. It's a late open mic, and it's wild. It's crazy.
No holds barred.
It is. You're in a basement. There's no windows. Do whatever you want.
It's like the only place.
Just don't leave evidence. That's what we ask.
Can you escape?
You got to claw
you
your
can
way
try.
Nothing a black light can see. Right?
No,
Have you watched the Saw movies?
Black lights will get you sent home.
Oh wow, okay.
Look, you guys talked a lot about yourselves.
We sure did.
And
there's more.
No, I don't like.
I could keep going. I love myself.
Tuesday, tonight at Barmaggedon.
I don't. No. Shut your mouth, man. I'm tired of people talking about themselves. We're trying to do a good thing. We talked about racism tonight. We're trying to make something good. Right. We'll start off by make sure to follow hashtag DDP Live. Go to just look up Longbox.FM on everything YouTube, the internets, anything in general. Also, more importantly than how awesome I am and how big of a dong that I promote,
humble brag.
Let's talk about Cotty.
Oh
no.
As we end this show tonight, I just want to know, and thank you, Samuel Lopez, is Cotty the Dos Equis guy? Oh. Show it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She's not happy with that picture. So what are you doing?
Thank you, Internet, tonight for tuning in and being a part. And this is what you get when you see our live show. We will put anything you do up because we don't think that much of ourselves. But you got that.
They misspelled Dos Equis.
That's your thing?
No.
You fucking racist, right?
Disrespect the
I
Latinos.
think that's cultural appropriation.
She's the Queen Cersei of resting bitch face, and that's what she does. You misspelled something.
The Cotty abides.
Let's not fight tonight.
Who's Cersei? Is she one of the...
You're not helping.
Oh, did you just say that to right now to the? You know we own a nerd bar, right? Like, did you just say who's Cersei?
All right, so as we end this show, go ahead and unfriend us and unsubscribe because Cotty just ruined everything. And with that, I got to say to everything going on tonight.
Is she the dragon girl?
God, shut up! Shut up!
She's the midget.
I'm still looking at you and Sam Elliott on my screen. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for the fun. We did serious as best we could. It's hard to be serious on something that stupid. And I don't mean that lightly. I just mean we need to be better. And everyone should be better. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Please share. Please do everything. And support Barmaggedon, because Nerd Bars is a win. It's a victory. And this is Dowdy now saying for everyone in the room, word.
Salud.
Word.
Prost.
You've been watching hashtag DDP Live on Longbox.FM. The opinions expressed on hashtag DDP Live aren't necessarily those of staff, management, or sponsors of Longbox.FM. If you have been offended in any way during this presentation, you should have turned it off long ago. Hashtag DDP Live is a presentation of Longbox.FM.